queen. I could never. Her sisters could never. The man of the hour is here. Where's my tabs? I need my tabs right now. Same, I'm impatient. I need to know when. Oh my god, I'm getting like goosebumps. I'm mad. I am so mad. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I have sat down and filmed a video. My apologies for just ghosting you guys. I have no excuses, but if you are here and you clicked on this video, whether or not you have been subscribed for a long while or if this is your first time on my channel,
thank you.
I truly do want to thank you guys for being so patient with me. I feel like I say this in a lot of my intros because I disappear way too often, but thank you for sticking with me and also clicking on this video to watch this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a long reading vlog because I decided to go back into the ACOTAR series. If this video gets long, I will split this video in 2 parts, but if I can squeeze it into one, I will squeeze it into one. Don't you worry. I will not skip a single book and I will read everything from beginning to end. I got you covered. Now, if you have been subscribed to my channel long enough, you would know that I already did a reading vlog to A Court of Thorn and Roses. This was almost 3 years ago. I left y'all hanging by not continuing the rest of the series. Here it is. Because it has been so long since I have read this, I will be rereading this in this video. I am filming this intro after already having read the whole series. Initially, I thought I would not spend as much time on this book. However, I did. I should have known that after 3 years of not touching this book and not revisiting this book, that nothing retained. It truly did feel like my first time reading this book in this series. So if you're watching this and you're like, girl, you've already reacted to this, like this is not your first time, it really did feel like my first time. I just needed to come in here and preface that. And if you're also wondering why the sudden revisit to this series after so long, it is because of the TikTok videos that I was watching. Every time I come across an ACOTAR video on my For You page, I have to scroll through because I don't want to spoil myself further, and I thought that reading this one would open me to a lot of the fan videos. No, there's a lot that I did not uncover in this book. In order for me to be able to watch those videos and not be spoiled, I need to read the series first. That is why I decided to revisit this series now that I finished reading all of it. I am so glad that I did. I hope you all enjoy this video of watching me read this whole series. This whole video is going to be full of spoilers, so if you have never read this series, I don't suggest you watch this video. But if you want to start the series and you want to read along with me, I would be really happy to share the experience with you. I hope you enjoy my reading vlog to the ACOTAR series, and I'll see you at the end. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas 2 years ago. It says 2 years ago, but I think it's in more than that. According to Goodreads, I finished this book on November 18th in 2021. So it's almost been 3 years. I remember the character names. I remember not knowing how to pronounce, what was it? I just remember not being able to pronounce certain people's names. Things are coming back to me. I remember the start of the book and I remember the end of the book, but there are a lot of details that are very, very hazy. Complete blank. I have to warn you guys that I will be wearing this a lot in today's video. I just know I will be. Ever since gangbangs, this has been inseparable. I'm finally on chapter 1. I remember this whole scene vividly with her having to hunt, and I remember that, wait, does she bring something back? She's the only one who's hunting. Her other sisters are there just to complain. I remember this scene, I think. Do I remember or not? Before I continue, I want to share some of the post-it tab. I have 6 of them. This is the same for the rest of the series, and I'm just going to tell you what I have for this one. We are going all in for this reading vlog. So I have one for funny. I don't remember this book being funny though, but I have one just in case. There's one for Rhysand and Feyre, and there's one for Tamlin and Feyre. There's one for sad. There's one for info, and then the last one I have is character. This one is a must every time I read a fantasy series because hundreds of characters get introduced every damn page and I need to keep track. So here are my 6. Now I want to explain, even though I feel like it's not necessary, it cannot be more clear who Feyre is going to end up with. It has been known that it's Rhysand and Feyre all the way, but we are introduced to Tamlin first. When I first read this, I tried to keep it very unbiased. Well, it's my first time reading a book. I don't want to just jump on everyone's wagon, even though I feel like I did, because I got really excited when Rhysand showed up. I want to give Tamlin a fair chance. I want to see what kind of guy he is in this book, and then maybe go on the hate train like everyone else as we progress into the series, because like, where did he go wrong that we're not supposed to like him anymore? So in this book, keeping everything subjective. Is it objective or subjective? Keeping everything objective. I'm gonna pretend I'm reading this for the first time, so I will give a tap for every time Tamlin and Feyre are cute together. I know I watched a video, but I don't remember how to correctly pronounce certain names, so I'm just gonna sound things out. I forgot that Feyre was the youngest. What is the other sister's name? There is Nesta. Emily? I forgot she had a father. It was Elaine, not Emily. Tamlin's entrance into this book is screaming, yelling, murderers. He's so dramatic. And also, I forgot how cool Feyre was. The way she stood up to him, queen. I can never. Her sisters can never. You know, now it does seem strange. Like, why would Tamlin offer his friend's murderer to live with him? Did I question it the first time? Because I'm definitely questioning it right now. Yeah, but your mercy is strange. Was it explained in the book why he did this? I don't remember. Yeah, now that you guys don't have Feyre at home hunting for you guys, let's see how you survive. Feyre was the only reason why they made it this far. Does the dad die in the end of this book? I'm on chapter 5 now. I am currently on page 72. I truly feel as if this is my first time reading this book because I don't remember a thing that is happening. Tamlin says there is a sickness in these lands across Prythian. What sickness? Because I don't remember that. Okay, the only thing I'm looking forward to now is when Rhysand is going to make his entrance. I said I didn't want to be biased, but who are we kidding? I'm here for Rhysand, okay? There was also another character I forgot about, and it's Lucian. I don't remember if he's going to be relevant later on. I know there are 3 guys in the Night Court, and then we have the 3 sisters. The 3 guys that I remember because I scroll on TikTok. 3 guys being Rhysand, Cassian, oh my god, watch Cassian, and Azriel. I'm questioning if I'm even remembering this right, but I'm pretty sure it's Azriel. Or is it Lucian? Oh, truly I don't. Maybe I'm not so sure anymore. I'm on page 77 and I still don't understand why the Furies have to wear masks. What does the mask that covers their eyes have to do with the blight that is spreading? If it was explained the first time I read it, then it flew over me. I have zero memory of this. Ulos and I, because I think Lucian is a butt. I don't want to feel this way, but I can't help it. I'm on page 93. The way Tamlin is jealous, and the way he got up from his chair to go and hunt the bogue. Tamlin, he's doing stuff. I'm such a simple person. Rhysand, you better hurry up and make your appearance. I forgot this. Oh my god. On page 94, the dad went looking for her. Wait, does the whole family look for her? Does he die? Oh my god, I hate the fact that I can't remember stuff. This time, my second time reading this, I better remember what the hell I read. I need this series to live rent-free in my mind. I want this series to be my purpose. So I better remember what the hell I'm reading 5 years from now. This time around, now that I am fully committed to reading the whole series, this better be my Roman Empire. It needs to be like Fourth Wing, you know, that feeling that I got? I want it to happen to at least one of these books that I will be reading. Please. TikTok has hyped it up. Now it's like getting kind of interesting. How did we get here from just reading that the dad appeared? It triggered something in me. It just triggered me that I don't remember these things that happened. So the dad wasn't there. It was all her imagination. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'm also not. Should I be embarrassed? I am on chapter 20. The festival Calamine is here. You know what that means? The man is about to make his entrance. I just know he's coming. There is no way I would forget this scene. The three fairies are here. One of them grabbed Feyre by the arm and he's coming. Yeah, get your hands off her. Stop touching her. Ugh. We got his hands. We got the strong hands. And then the deep, sensual male voice. He's here. Standing before me was the most beautiful man I'd ever seen. The man of the hour is here. Where's my tabs? I need my tabs right now. I'm gonna use their romance tab. Their first meeting, it's significant. I have to admit, I have been feeling some T and F scenes. Their conversations, I was really swaying toward Tamlin and Feyre because they do have some really sweet moments despite him being her captor. I mean, we're not really thinking like logically and realistically. I'm thinking about this in a fantasy setting and it's like he's her captor. It's also because of the treaty. It's just, we're not gonna think about the logistics. So I do see the chemistry between Tamlin and Feyre. It's not like bursting. There is some tension, there is some chemistry, but the same could be said for Rhysand and Feyre. This is the only interaction, but I feel it. It's coming out of the pages. I'm not gonna be biased yet though. If Rhysand never came, I really would have thought that Tamlin would be the main character, like the main male lead. Man, Rhysand. And he's in all black too. The Great Rite is so... The idea of the Great Rite is weird. I know what they are doing there, and what they do there is what is it? Supplies magic. It has something to do with gathering magic or producing magic, whatever the thing is. So I'm just wondering, does Rhysand take part in this? Oh no, I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna be disturbed if I continue to think about it. I'm on page 193, and if each of the 7 High Lords are supposed to participate in the Great Rite, doesn't that mean that Rhysand is also participating? But we just saw him and he seems perfectly fine. If I'm understanding this right, then I wonder why that is. That was unpleasant. Page 196 and 197. This scene was completely erased from my memory, and I am glad it was, because ew. Like, ew, disgusting. I hated this. I'm getting the icks now. It's happening. It's so hard not to be biased because the moment Rhysand appeared, I'm just looking forward to their scenes, and Tamlin is old news at this point because ew, ew. It's like, ew. I'm on page 233 and I think this is the second time the man is going to make his appearance. Of course, it's even strolling casual. And then he appeared. Of course you've met him. He saved you from those 3 fairies. I don't understand why Feyre didn't just give him a fake name. Instead, she gave him the name of someone who actually exists and someone that she knows is from her village. I mean, if it was someone that she hated, maybe, but it's someone that she knows who hasn't done her wrong and it's in her village. It's like, wait, wasn't it sister's friend or something like that? Yeah, a village friend of her sister's. See, so it's like someone that, like an acquaintance of some sort. Oh, little did she know this name will come back and haunt her. I recently got Cheez-Its. I forgot how addicting these were. I find it so strange that Feyre did not give her name because she thought her family would be dragged into it, tortured. So her next idea is to give Rhysand a name of a village friend of her sister's. Did she not think that Claire Beddore's family would be tormented as well? If you're gonna give a name, a random name, why not give like a name of someone you don't know? Just a fake name. Feyre is kind of sinister too. She actually could have given a name of a bully, or wait, I don't think she was bullied. There was like no talk about. Yeah, so a fake name. I feel like she could have done that. She's artsy. She could have come up with something. I am on page 287. Alice spilled everything, and I forgot how wild this was. Emma, what is this High Queen's name? Amarantha. She's crazy. Now it also makes sense why there was emphasis on Feyre not saying I love you back when they said their goodbyes, and why Tamlin said it 3 times. So did Tamlin really love Feyre, or was it all just to get her to fall for him and say I love you back? Everything feels like a game here. There's Speak of Trade. I'm on page 331. I just finished reading her first trial tournament, what is it, test, and now she's back in her jail cell. Guess who pays her a visit? Our man, the man, and he's offering to heal her arm, and in exchange she has to visit him 2 weeks every month. I remember this very much. Hopefully in the next book, which is, I have it right behind you guys, A Court of Mist and Fury, we get to see these moments. Calm down. I'm just gonna continue reading. I'm almost done. I truly wanted to finish the book and then update you guys, but I have to say this. So I'm on page 330. No, I'm on page 369, and we are still in the same book, but I feel like Tamlin was a lifetime ago. It doesn't feel like we just read them in this book. It's as if Tamlin is just a thing of the past the moment Rhysand came in. Oh my god, she is so vile and evil for this. I'm on page 394. How did I forget this scene? I should have seen this coming. I can't believe, oh my god. The surprise was real. Is this Tamlin even Tamlin? Whatever is thrown my way, it's as if it's my first time reading it. Heart of Stone, what does this mean? What is happening? What is she thinking? Give us some of your brains, Feyre. He doesn't have a heart? Is that why he doesn't have a heartbeat? What? She stabbed him. Okay, it's gotta hurt. It hurts. I mean, not for me, for Tamlin, because he was still pierced. So it was Tamlin. He just doesn't have the organ. What? What? Oh my god, I remember being pissed off at this moment because I don't want to say her name, Amarantha, because Miss A, I'm gonna call her Miss A because I don't really want to say her name so many times. So Miss A is now trying to twist some words. Oh, that is so annoying. Ew, I don't like this. She's acting so smug. You assume that when I said instantaneous freedom regarding the riddle, it applied to the trials too, didn't you? Foolish, stupid human. Who's she talking to? Who's she saying I'm going to kill you to? This is an ugly look on Miss A. She's the one who's actually a coward, lying, inconsistent bit of fey garbage that she is. This is my second time. I remember the rage I felt the first time I read this scene. You think you're worthy of him? Well, she should take a look at how she got to where she is before she starts judging other people. Oh yes, stab her. What? When someone is this powerful, I just don't like it. It's not even her power, and she's like using it as if it's rightfully hers. So undeserving, this one. Stop assuming you know what Feyre is thinking. She's lost it. She's completely crazy. Say that you don't love him. Wait, what is she doing to him? What? What's happening? I don't get what's happening. I also remember that the answer to the riddle is love, but I still can't believe that is an answer. I don't like it. I don't like this answer. What is the purpose of having a brain if I can't remember this? So girl just died, but she didn't leave yet because her soul is still there. Rhysand held on to her soul. I don't know how he did that. Maybe it is the, what is that thing that he did with the ink? It was a deal they had exchanged. Is that what's keeping her attached to him and why her soul didn't just fly off? Sounds so weird when I say it, but is that why? This scene, I remember each of the High Lords come together and they give something to Feyre. This part I remember, so I know she doesn't die. And also because there are books after this. So it's nice to see that these High Lords are coming together to give a second chance to Feyre, the one who freed them all. Oh, girl is a high fae. I don't have enough circulation up in my brain. I can't believe I forgot she becomes a fairy, like a high fae. I'm at the scene when he's about to fade away and he stops because he notices something on Feyre. I don't know what it is, but I am intrigued. I wonder what he saw. Okay, whatever he saw, it definitely shocked him. Are we gonna find out what he saw in the next book or in a third one? I need to know. But we're almost done. I'm on page 415. Does someone else have use for Jurian's bone and eye? Because why are they missing? I thought that was just something that can never say her name in the first try. Amarantha. I thought it was just something Amarantha wanted to keep as a souvenir. But if it's missing, it means that someone else is gonna use it. What? Use it? Why would they use it? This is gonna come back in the future. Should I take a note of this? Probably. They're going back to Spring Court. Aww, Alice with her boys. So she did get reunited. That's good, that's good. Let's go home, I said, and took his hand. And we're done with this one. I went really heavy on the tabs in the first half, and then things started to slow down the second half. It's the latter half that are full of red tabs. I'm surprised. I thought I would complete my tabs for Tamlin, but I still have a few left. I knew the tabs dedicated to Rhysand and Feyre would not be used as much because, I mean, he only did appear in the last 50%. He made more appearances in the last quarter of the book, so it makes sense that I didn't finish his tabs. Here we are. I finally finished my reread of A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. The first time I read this book, I think I rated it 4 stars. Yes, 4 stars. And I remember the first time when I was reading, there were some parts that were very slow, and also I was confused a lot of the time. Now that I'm rereading this, I did just get the same information as the first time, but I wasn't as confused this time around. I guess something's in the water that I totally understood what was happening. Watching the TikTok videos has definitely made me look forward to reading the rest of the series even more. I would have to say that this time around I was still rated 4 stars, but it's like a 4.4 stars because I don't know, I really did feel like it was a lot better this time than the first time. I'm really just feeling this series. I do have to give the credit to watching those TikTok videos. It is because of those TikTok videos and that sound that I am invested in the series. I'm glad I finally finished this one because we get to go into A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and this is a lot of people's favorite book in the series, which makes me even more excited. This is equivalent to Shatter Me's Ignite Me, where it was all the hype and it truly did not fall short of the hype. I loved Ignite Me, no lies were said, so I have faith that this one will be the first 5 stars in this series, and I'm just like super excited to read more of Rhysand and Feyre. It's time to say bye to Tamlin. It was nice knowing him. He truly was the main focal point for the first half, and then the later half it was all Rhysand. Even though we got some Tamlin moments, it just did not feel like the book is his anymore. It totally felt like Rhysand's. So I'm really going to throw myself into this one and be pro Rhysand and Feyre. I thought I would have lingering feelings for Tamlin. That was not the case at all. There were no lingering feelings. After the Great Rite, my feelings for Tamlin just kind of started to go down a hill. It just felt weird reading that scene. Hopefully in this book we get to see Nesta and Elaine and their reaction to Feyre being a high fae. I don't know if I care about the father. He just disappeared. I don't know where he went, but he was gone. So I'm looking forward to Nesta and Elaine's reaction to their sister no longer being a human, and also her going to the night court 1 week a month. It's gonna turn into eternity. I'm gonna start this book. Wait, no. I can't start it right away because there are a few things I need to change, and it is my post-it tabs. I realized while tabbing this, there are some more that I should add. And I also don't like the fact that there are more gray tabs than the red tabs I have. This is not the look I was going for. I don't know why it did not occur to me that I would be using the info tab a lot. This is what I have. So I still have the same things. I still have Feyre and Rhysand. I have Feyre and Tamlin. I have funny, sad, character info. Okay, I'm pretty sure there are always going to be more characters being introduced, but do I really want more gray? What if it turns out to be like this and I just get mostly gray and not the colors that match the cover? I used a lot of yellow as well. I need to add one more, and that is relationships between Feyre and other people, because there were friendship moments between Feyre and Lucien that I didn't even get to like tab, so I'm gonna add something like that right here too. We are going to change things up. I made some updates. It looks really like messy, but I have the same. I have Feyre and Rhysand tab. Hopefully this time, because I have faith that this book will be filled with it, I will have that as the most vibrant color and also the closest color to match the cover. I want to see a lot of this posted in this book. And then I have one for Tamlin and Feyre. These don't have to be like romantic moments, just moments between the two. If I wanted to tab it, remember it. I have one for funny. I want funny moments in this book. I feel like we got some of that here, but let's have more of it. And then I have info. This time I changed out. I don't really want the gray or yellow because I'm kind of upset that this is mostly gray and yellow. We're not going to do that in this one. And then I have a greenish one for exciting moments that make me go, oh, that is so cool, or just great moments in general. This could be friendship tab too, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna meet new characters, the friend group. I say the friend group really lightly. I don't know if they're all friends, but it's, you know, the people in the night court. I have this one for, can't really tell, but I just have a C, which means any new character that gets introduced, you will get a tab. And then I have the last one for sad. I don't see myself using the sad post-it a lot, but I did use a sad post-it in A Court of Roses with the Fae that died and Lucien's story. Yeah, those are the only two instances I remember using the sad tab. Also, there was a sad moment when Lucien actually cares for Feyre and he screams and he had water in his eyes because Feyre died, even though she didn't die. So just very few moments like that, and I don't foresee a lot of sad moments here. And this is a thick book compared to A Court of Roses, so I better see a lot of Feyre and Rhysand scenes. I'm so excited. Did the map change? I'm looking at the map right now and it looks kind of, nope, never mind, it's the same. I'm like so excited. Okay, flip. Oh, this isn't even chapter 1. This is like a prologue or something. Ew, why do we, I thought we were done with her. Why do we have to see Amarantha again? Why does her name have to appear on these pages? This is a nightmare, a dream? This is a nightmare, right? She's reliving the moment that she had to stab Tamlin. But this is blue-gray eyes and brown gold hair. That is not Tamlin. Is this her? Her face, yeah. This is definitely a nightmare. Part 1, The House of Beasts. Nice. First we start with blood. Now we open to chapter 1 and we get vomit. I feel very welcome. It's been 3 months. Wait, so does she go home in those 3 months to see Nesta? Oh, well, she doesn't really have to go home. She doesn't owe them anything. I'm gonna let the girl do what she wants. She's engaged. He proposed? At least they didn't rush the wedding. There's still time, Rhysand. Where are you? Why haven't you kept in touch for 3 months? I swear. Fantasy book names are a different breed. Ianthe? I can't.
I want to say Ianthe.
I'm getting bad vibes. I don't know how I feel about her yet, especially because Feyre doesn't really seem to like her, but I want to give her a chance. Why is Tamlin being so worried about this? Feyre can just be the first High Lady. She can be the first High Lady, and then more will follow. He's being weird. Red flag. I'm on page 36 and Feyre just defended her man. And when I say her man, I'm talking about Rhysand, okay? Hart asked Feyre, have you heard from the High Lord at all? She responds no. Hart says, he's probably running scared now that Tamlin's got his powers back. Feyre hits back with, then you don't know Rhysand very well at all. This is a compliment to Rhysand and also kind of a little diss to Tamlin. It's like she just wants people to know that Rhysand is powerful and he's not by any means weaker than Tamlin. But girl, you're getting married tomorrow. This man is your fiance. Is Rhysand's appearance going to be him objecting this wedding? Because if that is the case, I'm here to read it. He comes in, bangs opens the door and say, I object. I want to see that happen. Guys, I truly feel like Ianthe is making a fool out of Feyre. Like, I don't know if this girl notices that there's just something weird. Like, I'm getting a really weird feeling. Yes, it appears as if Ianthe is helping her with the conversations and during these parties and stuff, but what are you dressing her in? Like, this is the outfit you chose? I'm on page 38 and Feyre hates her wedding gown. She should have just said she don't like it, she don't want to wear this. It's her wedding. Just because Ianthe picked this dress doesn't mean that you have to wear it. Like, I don't trust her. I feel like she's purposely trying to embarrass Feyre. I truly don't think it's coming from a good place. Oh my god, I love this entrance. We did not even need to get to the part where they were about to say their vows. Feyre was already questioning whether she even should marry Tamlin, not because she doesn't love him, but because there's a lot of unresolved guilt internally. She's dealing with a lot of stuff. A wedding is not what she needs right now. But I'm just glad Rhysand's here. It's time. Let's go to the night court because I want to see what the fuss is about. Ianthe just got the hell out of there. Why is she so scared of Rhysand? That is strange. We need to remember this. Good morning. I fell asleep reading I Got Math yesterday. I got up to page 64 and then my eyes shut and remained shut for 30 minutes and then I decided to call it a night. The part that I'm up to, Rhys is offering to help Feyre read and also to get her shield up. We also met someone from the night court, Moore, who is a cousin of Rhys. It's a loosest definition of a cousin. She's not giving bad vibes like Ianthe was. I guess people from the night court is just chill. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading the book. I've got quite some tabs in already. I'm doing the most. This is very extra. Not all of them deserve tabs, but I want to make this colorful. There is no way you're telling me that Rhysand was not able to catch a Suriel. So he's enlisting Feyre for help. Are you seriously? Rhysand, the High Lord of the Night Court? I don't know why. After reading this part and like reading their scenes together, their bantering, their chemistry is so natural. It's like so easy to see how they flow. Brought me back to that one scene with Tamlin and Feyre. Like how she wants to wait to see if she might be Tamlin's mate because she's not actually a fae, she was a turned fae or something like that. I thought it would be cool if Rhysand and Feyre turned out to be the actual mates and Tamlin was out of the picture. I can't believe I did not point this out sooner, but when she first saw Rhysand again, she does refer to him as Rhys in her head. Girl is already familiar with that man, but when she talks to him, she does refer to him as Rhysand, but in her head, she says Rhys. I'm upset with Tamlin with the whole receiving tiff thing. What he said to Feyre in this scene. Let me find that page. Okay, he says because that's the way it is. That's the way my father did it and his father, and the way my son shall do it someday. I'm going to say something very cliche. Just because that is the way it is doesn't mean that that is the way it should be. Why is he acting like just because his father did it and probably his grandfather did it, he should do that too? Treat fairies who don't have anything to give this coldly. He saw the way his father ruled. Clearly he was not okay with it, as we saw in the first book. So he should be able to make sound judgments, change things up. Just because it's an old tradition doesn't mean that it has to stay that same way. he is making excuses here. Maybe I don't understand leadership, like what it's like to rule. I clearly don't understand that, but just his way of reasoning with it, because it's the way it is and the way his father did it. Well, your father did a lot of bad things and you know he did bad things and you were against it. So why is this something that is kind of heartless? Why are you okay with this? Your future wife came for that position and she's telling you that this is something that she has dealt with and he's disregarding it. I don't like the way he is acting in this scene. He's quickly losing a lot of the good qualities and traits that I thought I saw in him in ACOTAR. I just don't like this side of him. I decided to add another post-it tab. This is red flag for Tamlin. So every time he does something that is a red flag, I am going to use this bright neon green flag. I know it's ironic, but I wanted to still stay true to this theme. I just feel like this is gonna be a good marker for me to track every time he does something that is like, sir, back up. I'm already marking 2. There are more before this scene, but I'm not going to go back and point it out because I still want to have tabs available for the rest of the book. I just know he's going to upset me further. It's good to know that Tamlin and Feyre's romance is going downhill from the beginning of this book. I want to mark on page 94 as well as 95 when he spoke to Lucien the wrong way. Not that I doubted Feyre had powers, but seeing how she was able to use her gift here and got into Lucien's mind. If anyone is poisoning anyone, it is Ian Thief. I don't appreciate the slander against Rhysand. And also, I'm on page 122. This man just shielded the entire house to keep Feyre from escaping. I swear, he keeps going lower and it's getting to the point where I need Rhysand to come and just take her away. I'm recording on my phone because my camera is charging. It won't be for the rest of the video, just for now until it finishes, and then we can switch back to better quality. I am at part 2 of this book now and I'm loving Rhysand every minute. The way he just respects Feyre. I'm really going for the barest minimum because we have just not gotten that from Tamlin. Whatever reason is putting out there and offering Feyre, I'm there. The moment Feyre got locked in and she fell apart, I knew that it was time for the man to step in. I just love how Moore came to rescue her and then for Rhysand to come and pick her up. The moment was really fast, but we got just a glimpse of Rhysand carrying Feyre. We got silhouettes of Azriel and Cassian. Well, technically we don't know the identity of the 2 male silhouettes, but who else could it be? Oh, I just know these 2 are going to bring the comedy. Oh my god. Only those I wish and you wish may enter. You are safe here and safe anywhere in this city for that matter. Stop! The way that he extended whoever can come into the house to Feyre, I'm pretty sure at this point Rhysand has feelings for Feyre. I don't know whether it's love or not, but the way that he's just such a safe place and safe haven for Feyre is doing everything. Stop, this is so cute. Those 2 in the antechamber might not be on that list of people you should bother knowing if they keep banging on the door like children. Stop it. I love the dynamic already. Secondly, in regard to the 2 bastards at my door, it's up to you whether you want to meet them now or head upstairs like a wise person. Stop, it's like 2 kids and a dad. I'm on page 156. I just feel so much for Feyre. I am glad she figured all this out before she and Tamlin got married. Thank God Rhysand came at the right time and stopped her from getting married. I mean, thank God he heard her pleas for someone to stop her. And this is good because the man who will treat you right and treat you better than Tamlin ever can is right next to you, Feyre. I also need to mention this one part on page 152 when Rhysand used his wings and curved around her to pull her towards him. That scene, I loved it so much. Now we're about to meet the 2 winged males from earlier. I also did not know that there was this female character that I would be getting to know, Amryn. I will trust anyone in Rhysand's inner circle. Chapter 16. Is Moore and Azriel going to be a Is Mor and Azriel going to be a thing? Oh wait, I feel like I should say this. I do know that A Court of Silver Flames is about Cassian and Nesta. I have no idea who Azriel ends up with or Elaine, but it looks like Mor and Azriel are going to be a thing. What use is Jurian's eye going to do to help the king? Doesn't Jurian hate fairies and fays? So why would he side with a fairy to destroy the mortal world? I truly do not understand the king's plan, but I'm glad Feyre's in now. She's in. She's agreed. Good morning. I am on page 208 now. I just have to say this, even though it is pretty obvious, but there are a lot of differences between Tamlin and Rhysand. I'm not gonna list all of it, but the one I feel might make Feyre fall for Rhysand is how she does not feel restricted when she is with him. With Tamlin, he is constantly trying to coddle her, trying to keep her powers hidden. Tamlin denies her training, trying to keep her hidden so that others don't find out that she has powers. When she was human, she was exposed to all this danger. Now that she's a fae and she has these powers, she's immortal. I think we should be able to use that. Who is this Elaine? This is not the same Elaine from ACOTAR. I am so proud of her. This is obviously not true, but why do I feel like Azriel is cheating on Mor by flirting with Elaine? No, because I really want Azriel and Mor to be a thing. Cassian and Nesta, I'm not the biggest fan of Nesta at this moment. I do see where she is coming from, but I'm not her biggest fan as a character. However, I love the dynamic between Cassian and Nesta. It's gonna be so fun reading their enemies to lovers situation. They go from this to something else, unless they don't, because I don't really know what their relationship dynamic is. I just don't want it to always be so cold and hot, you know? I'm on page 298 and he brought up his sister again. He mentioned a few pages ago that he had a sister. I totally glossed it over. I was like, okay, he has more family members I was not aware of. His entire family is gone. I mean, he has his brothers, his cousin, and he's gonna have Feyre. None of them are going to be alone again. The tension on page 318. We are getting close. I am on page 323. I really hope that the Summer Court is going to partner up with the Night Court. I do like Tarquin, the High Lord of the Summer Court. I really hope they're good guys. I really hope they do side with the right side. So far, book is so good. Whenever I'm in the zone, I am in the zone. I totally get why this is a lot of people's favorite. I'm not even done yet, but I can see where the hype is coming from when it comes to this book. There is no dull moment. I have two things to update because I realized I did not let you guys know, even though this is not important. If you guys remember, I did add a new tab for Tamlin's red flags, and it was this bright green one. I decided that I'm also going to use his tabs for whenever I'm angry with another character, or I'll also just like, I don't like her and this person is giving red flags, because the moment I read, I can see where it is. It is this one, this green one right here. The moment I read this scene with Ianthe, I knew that I needed to post a tab to mark my anger, and I didn't have one, and I didn't want to add another color because I have enough colors. So I decided I'm gonna use the bright green one, and also because Tamlin is not appearing in this book, so I don't have a lot of opportunities to use this green one. Not that I'm complaining, I don't really need to see him in this book, but I did pick this color out, so I might as well use it, especially because that tab is mostly for red flag. Even if it's not Tamlin holding the red flag, Ianthe is pretty close because I don't like her character. That leads me to this other point that I want to make. Rhysand is making me jealous with the princess of the Summer Court, Princess Cress. I'm just gonna call her Princess Cress. But what the hell? Not in front of Feyre. Okay, when I say I'm jealous, I mean that Feyre is jealous, and that's the other point I'm trying to make. It's that Feyre, the first Favor being jealous means that she is actually developing certain feelings for Rhysand, and it is the romance budding kind. Because in order for her to be jealous of Rhysand giving attention to this princess is if she wants to be the center of his attention. She gave her a reason, and it's that she hasn't felt the love in a long time and that she was feeling lonely. Those are excuses, I tell you. So I decided to put the green tab here as well, because why the hell is she on his lap? So yes, it's a tab to mark Favor's jealousy and also Rhysand. Get her off your lap. That's my thing. That's it. Anyway, I'm on page 329. I just finished this one, so I'm gonna go to 330 now, and I'm really dreading finishing this book because I only have this much left. This already feels like one whole book. Yeah, it just feels like one whole book. I still have a lot to go, but I still don't want to part ways with it. ACOTAR is just that book. I just finished that whole underwater scene. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. I just knew this was the moment when Favor's kindness would come help her. The water wraiths came and saved them because they almost drowned. This whole scene was written really well. I was very into it. And Rhysand is just not concerned about the fact that they almost died, and the only thing he really asks them is, did you get the book? Rhysand, that is no way to treat your future lady. Oh my god, Rhysand is having a nightmare and Favor runs like her life depends on it. She cares, everybody. No one knows he's suffering inside and how bad it is. This is so sad. Right now he has Favor and they're gonna be the ones to heal each other. I swear to god, they better be mates. I don't know if this is truly funny, but I find it hilarious. Amren is using the blood ruby as a paperweight. Why is that so funny to me? I don't think Varian and Amren are going to be a thing, but if they are, I ship it. Page 377. Part of me had wondered if Cassian and Varian might need to compare notes. Yeah, Nesta and Amren have pretty similar personalities. Good morning. I am on page 424. This is the scene and the moment that Favor decides she is willing to take a step further in her relationship with Rhysand. She is ready to get into something new, whether it's friendship or friends of benefits or something even further. She's just waiting at the rooftop garden for him and he didn't come, but he needs time. Sorry for the noise. If you hear a breeze or some wind in the background, it's my fan. Other noise are from outside that I cannot control. I'm on page 438. This truly is an enemies to friends to lovers. It's so beautiful. This page, she smiled at him and he is breathless. I love this so much. He did not just call Cassian a dog. He's wearing 7 siphons and you're wearing just 1. Where's the respect? I gave him my red flag, my green flag. They do chores first. Then when they finished, they get to train. And the look that he gave more. Azriel, get him. Tamlin's victim act really played me in the first book because I am on page 450 and learning that Tamlin had a part in Rhysand's mother and sister being slaughtered blew my mind. Not only that, but the fact that Tamlin also killed Rhysand's dad. I don't really blame him for that because it was kill or be killed. But in ACOTAR, when Tamlin was telling Favor about his family being slaughtered by a rival court, and we learned that it was Rhysand who killed his family, it really did sound like he was a victim and only a victim in that story, when in fact it really was not the case. It's disgusting, Tamlin. That is disgusting. I screamed when I saw Lucien. I missed that right here. But Lucien, you are on the wrong side. Lucien, this is not a point that she's making. This is a whole ass statement. She's letting you know she doesn't want to go home. Technically, the moment she was locked up, it's not home, it's jail. It's prison. It's a reminder of how she lost her freedom under the mountain. So that's not home. Home is where Rhysand is. Endi did not just get out of hand, she is out of hand. Someone needs to contain that woman. She has no boundaries. Yes, Feyre. Tell Tamlin if he sends anyone else into these lands, I will hunt each and every one of you down, and I will demonstrate exactly what the darkness taught me. Period. I cannot believe I skipped over the fact that she has wings. Well, she shape-shifted and gave herself some wings. That will prove a point to Lucien. She's a Night Court member now. We had such a good moment. And then now he's getting shot by arrows. I'm on page 478, but just the previous page, 476. While they were waking up in bed together, within the shelter of his wing, we watched each other. And I realized I might very well be content to do exactly that forever. She's thinking about forever. I just had to let you guys know that I read that scene and I was melting. Who are the people who are shooting arrows? I don't think this is Tamlin, unless it is the King of Hibern people who, it's not hot anger. It's something ancient and frozen and so vicious that it honed my focus into razor sharpness. Ooh, let's go, Feyre. She's gonna become a fragment of darkness. I swear, every power from the Night Court sounds so cool. Kudos to Feyre for mastering her winnowing. What does she mean when she said, I felt my immortal body quail in its presence? What is happening? She's estimating at least 24 people came to take Lucien. I love how she's the one who's saving him. This is so good. They were all dead. Feyre is going to go feral. She's gonna show you what rage looks like. She is such a huntress. The way she is tracing their steps and tracking the ground, smelling blood. She's winnowing so fast. No one is catching her or seeing her. But can't they smell her? Wait, what do you mean what they'd already done to him? What? Oh my god, why isn't he okay, his wings better be okay. Oh my god. Oh, she really did winnow behind 2 guards holding twin whips. The others around them shouted as I dragged my ash arrows across their throats, deep and vicious, just like I'd done countless times while hunting. Like I said, there is no stopping her because of what you done to her man. Oh, can we just remove the arrows from his wings? Oh, wait, can't she winnow with him? That's what he has been doing before she learned how to winnow. Well, is she not powerful enough to do that yet? Winnowing was so heavy. Hello guys, I'm gonna get ready for my night routine while I continue reading. Hopefully I can do this multitasking. I'm on chapter 50. I don't know when I left you guys off. I think I was right here. I just sprayed toner on my face. I put it in this little bottle so I can have it on my desk. I'm at the part where Rhysand is unconscious and Feyre is doing the best she can to help him. My Cetaphil. This is important. I need to moisturize. If you guys cannot tell, I am really loving this book. I just don't want this book to end, but I feel like I have been spending a lot of time on this book already. I'm savoring every moment. Feyre is going to catch another cereal. Oh my god, I love it. She's so proactive. She's doing everything she can to save her man, and this is why we love Feyre. Right now, I am going to put on my Vaseline lip therapy. This is Rosy Lip scented. This is the one I normally use. This is a Jack Black lip balm that I use every day and night, but recently I came across this little mini one and I wanted to try it, not because Jack Black is not working. I want to try something new, and this is also tinted. It's nighttime. I don't really need to tint my lips, but I'll do it. This does moisturize my lips, so it works. The drawback is that I have to use my fingers. I can't believe Feyre is the only one who is able to trap a cereal. I guess she's just that talented of a huntress. I look really bright. It's because I have my mirror right here. I recently got a new mirror and it has lights on it, so I'm gonna turn it off because I look shiny. We don't need me to be that bright. There we go. It's fine. Is this the same cereal that she captured in ACOTAR? Is there only one cereal? I'm pretty sure this is a species. I know this is a rare one. It's not like there's a whole bunch of them running around, but is this seriously the same one as the one in ACOTAR? Because this one knows her name, Feyre Cursebreaker, but I think her story is very well known now in the whole realm, so it might not be the same one, but I think it is. I also need to Google what cereals look like. I know I have an imagination, but it's not that big. I can't believe it's been a year since she was captured and kidnapped. Bloodbane. We need to note this. While I tab Bloodbane, I need to point out that I really love how Rixian and Feyre both, when they kiss the other, it is so cute. Cheeks, brows, jaws, neck, anywhere but the lips. Her blood is secure. Are you kidding? Oh, it's a power. It's a gift from the High Lord of the Dawn. What does he mean by a few mouthfuls? That's still a lot. I just realized how short my routine was. I just put on toner, lotion, and did my lips, and that was it. You think he got caught on purpose this time? Ah, this one is the same cereal. If you wish to speed your mate's healing. Oh my god! For real? Yeah, we did not know. Rixian knows? Since when? Oh my gosh, I really wanted this to happen. That now that it happened, I don't know how to react. I can't believe he knew. Before Under the Mountain, there's no way he knew, because he did admit in chapter 49, I went back, that he made the bargain with her in order to piss off Tamlin and keep her alive, and he wanted to make a statement to Amarantha. So there's no way he knew since then, unless he lied here. But that's crazy. I'm so happy. They're mates. It makes sense. They were always fated. How she painted for herself the night sky, and it totally matches Rixian with his night cord. Oh, the stars align. I can't believe it is the cereal that revealed it to us. Oh my god, I am so happy. The cereal just dropped the bomb. Like, if you want to speed your mate's healing, they're mates. Wait, so can they be mates if she's human or not? You know what, that doesn't matter. They are mates. I'm still wondering at what point. I can't believe he knew and he didn't tell me. I'm not mad. I can't believe he knew and he didn't tell us. The cereal of all things told us. He knew this whole time and he let Tamlin and Feyre get engaged? Oh, he must be very sure of that bond between him and Feyre. She really just chucked the weed at him. I'm dead, and said, chew on that. He just came back from the brink of death and she's like, bitch, you didn't tell me that we were mates? Oh, he's like so confused. Well, that's what you get. You have to be confused. I mean, imagine what Feyre is going through. I would just be happy. I wouldn't even like be mad. But how can he not tell us? But I would still be happy. I mean, being mates with Rixian, no complaints. Oh, she is mad. She is so mad. She's gonna be petty. I want her to be petty. Okay, he promised not to lie, not to keep things from her. But this is the most important thing in her immortal existence. What's she doing? Oh, wait. I was so confused the moment she drew a dagger. I was like, what the hell is she doing? I forgot he had to drink her blood. I was so caught up in the whole mate thing. I forgot all about the blood drinking. He is so confused. Oh my god, Feyre, girl, you need to chill. Oh, he's not even questioning it. He's accepting the fact that Feyre just put her bloodied arm right in front of him to his mouth. Okay. He probably knew that this is the cure. Drinking blood? She said, you don't get to ask questions. You only get to answer them and nothing more. He is barely recovering and she's gonna throw this on him. Girl, he just woke up. I can only imagine that he's exhausted and pained. Oh, okay, so part of her hated the words for acting like this while he was wounded, but I didn't care. Same, I'm impatient. I need to know when. When did he know that they were mates? But he doesn't question her. Oh, see, it's so hard to stay mad at him. He's still. Oh, Feyre, how long have you known that I'm your mate? You ensnared the cereal? Bro, Rixian is so smart. But if you were so smart, how come you can't capture the cereal yourself? Okay, he's healing. He's not dying. He should have the energy to tell us. He suspected for a while? What? He knew for certain when Amarantha was killing her? And when we stood on that balcony under the mountain, right after we were freed, I felt it snap into place between us. I think when you were made, it heightened the smell of the bond. I looked at you then, and the strength of it hit me like a blow. This is when he stilled. This was when he saw her face and he stilled. Okay, how did he suspect it? He suspected it when she was being cracked. I need all this from his perspective. Even when she was human, he kind of felt that she was his mate. There was something that he felt, a pull, a bond. And then when she was made, that bond heightened. It felt more intense. And he was for sure, when he saw her face, when Feyre was dying, it snapped into place. I'm having trouble with this part. You know what? I think all this means that even if she was human, they were still bonded mates. I am back. I'm on page 496. I hope this whole being mad phase does not last too long, because I don't want to finish this book and have them be separated. I don't want this to be the reason why there is a rift between them and then they have to, well, they can't break up because they were never technically together. But I don't want this whole keeping a secret thing to be what drives her away from my court. I don't think it's gonna be that extreme, right? Hope not. Oh, don't leave him on the ground. This is so sad. They must reconcile soon. I don't want to see sad scenes right now. You guys need to be together. There needs to be a united front. Well, at least Feyre is not petty to the point that she left Rhysand out there to die. Gotta protect her mate and all. Well, she wouldn't even know if the serial didn't tell her. Wait, who am I signing with? I'm signing with both of them. Oh, we're in part 3, the House of Mist. No, we're so close to the end. Just this little left. Who is Elaine gonna end up with? Because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be with that human guy. I mean, unless it is. No, it can't be with the human guy, because the human guy is against Faze and his entire family is just not it. Oh, I hope Lucien becomes a good person so he can be a potential candidate. Amren, I don't see her with anybody except for that summer guy, because they had a moment. I don't know if she's gonna be in this world by the end of the book, or if she's gonna go back home, or maybe she discovers this is her home, this is where her people are, and she's now family with them, so she decides to stay. Oh, Azriel and Moore, I really want them to be a thing. Is that too much to ask? I mean, he doesn't even have his own book. Oh my god, is there gonna be more in the series, or are these 5 books the only ones in the series? Because if there is going to be a 6th book, wait, am I getting ahead of myself? It says A Court of Silver Flames. That's the most recent book. It's also the last book, as in the last one of the series, and that there won't be more, right? Oh no, the story won't end with A Court of Silver Flames. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. I need to focus on this book. But I really want Moore and Azriel to be together. I'm on page 521. They were mated even when she was human, and he has been getting these flashes of what she sees, what she dreams. What is this? 3 years before the mountain? Oh my god. I guess this was right before she entered into the spring court. That is why she drew the night sky, because those are images that he shared with her. Why is this so cute? He went to find her. That's why he was there at the Calanmai. His first words to her. There you are. I've been looking for you. Oh my god. Thank you for finding her for me. Everything makes so much sense now. The way he described how he felt seeing Feyre in the throne room, I'm gutted. I do love how he was the only one who bet for her and not against her. This whole scene on page 526. I have never doubted you, Rhysand. Never. From now on, if I ever reread ACOTAR, any moment between Rhysand and Feyre, I am going to see it in a completely new, different way. Especially under the mountain scene. The end when he saw Feyre die, the way he ran towards Amarantha to stab her, the fact that he even said, if you were going to die, I was going to die with you. It was that strong. He's the one who held on to her, and that's why Feyre felt like home had been at the end of the bond. That's why he reacted the way he did at the prison. He hasn't seen Moore in 50 years, but the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, she is my mate. Of course she's not happy. Of course she was never happy with him. Not like what she could have with you. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite chapters in this entire book. Should have just given us a recent POV. She says, I love you. Sarah J. Maas did a really good job in all of this to develop a good founding friendship between the two of them and trust for them to get to this point in the relationship. I don't understand the queens. I want Nesta to give them hell. There's something very weird and uncaring about them. It's not that they don't trust the Fays. I feel like they just don't care. They're just taking their sweet ass time to deliberate what? We have all the riches we need. We will now return to our palace to deliberate with our sisters. You're already going to say no. More pushed. The Golden Queen smirked. Perhaps. I am so annoyed. We didn't ask for you to appreciate the gesture. We ask that you understand and see that this is no time for you to take 5 days to think about whether you're going to hand a book over when you know you're not. This is wasting everyone's time. Wait, what? The Golden Queen? Was she good? If any of the queens had sense, it was the Golden Queen. What is this riddle? I read your letter about the woman you love. I believe you, and I believe in peace. I believe in a better world. If anyone asks, you stole this during the meeting. Do not trust the other. The sixth queen was not ill. The chills, holy. Oh my god, I'm getting like goosebumps. There's something up. At this point in the book, the father is not relevant. There's gotta be a reason why he's been gone for so long, whatever he's trading. Maybe he is stuck in the hibern. Maybe he's a prisoner. Maybe he's dead. Who knows? I can't really bring myself to care. There's way too many characters to care about. If I find out that the queens were siding with King Hibern, well, the queens except for the golden-haired one, to attack Perithian, and the deal is that they don't touch wherever the queens are, then I'm gonna be so pissed, because right now Velaris is getting attacked. Those queens do not deserve those titles. It can't be a coincidence that right after they revealed this secret place to the queens that suddenly Velaris is getting attacked. I didn't get enough time to appreciate the Golden Queen, but to see how she ended up. The Mortal Queens, trash. King of Hibern, trash. I'm mad. I am so mad. It's like they played with Rhysand and the others. I hope the Mortal Queens suffer. It's not that the queens gave the city to the monsters, they are also the monsters. I am on chapter 64. I cannot believe this man. Tamlin has gone officially insane. Does he know what he's doing? Has he completely lost his mind that he thinks this is the way to win favor over? By siding with the King of Hibern so that he can track favor down. In exchange, you let him use your spring court. The level of low that Tamlin has reached. Does he not realize that what he's doing is manipulation? He is so blind. They brought Nesta and Elaine into this. I'm currently on chapter 5. I don't have a lot left, but it is getting really late and I want to keep my voice down, and I feel like whatever I'm going to read later might or might not get a rise out of me, so I'm going to put a pause here and then continue tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to finish this tomorrow morning and then start the next book. No, I really want to read this right now. I'm going to finish the rest of this book and then I will update you all tomorrow morning. If I read something and something gets really interesting, I will turn on the camera and give a brief few seconds of reaction. But if I can hold it in, I will hold it in and update you all tomorrow or in the next clip. I'll see you all later or tomorrow, we'll see. I really was going to wait until tomorrow, but then I read and saw that one name. I don't even know how to rank the worst characters in this, but Ianthe is top. She is up there. I cannot believe that she would, actually I can believe that she would do this. She would stoop so low. She offered up Elaine and Nesta to the queens to see if eternal youth was possible. So many characters in this book needs to go. The queens, the king, Ianthe, Tamlin. At least Tamlin did not know about what Ianthe was up to. This is disgusting. I just cannot believe. Oh my god, why? Great book. This is a really good book and great series. Good morning. So please excuse the hair. I finished the book last night, well this morning at midnight. I have some tabs that I left out here so that I can point out some things that I read yesterday that I did not get to discuss. So first thing that happened before Nesta was turned on page 607, she pointed at the king and it's a promise of revenge, and I thought this was something that is noteworthy because what if the one who brings down the king is going to be Nesta? Nesta is going to be very powerful. I can just tell. I mean, she gets her own book. There's got to be something that happens to her after she turns into a fae. There's no way she's going to be a regular fae who is not going to make some change. I really want her to be the one to bring down the mortal queens. The next page I marked is on 608. I was shocked, but I was also very relieved, and it's that Lucien and Elaine are mates. Did I see this coming? Not at all. I did not see this coming whatsoever. That is the shock factor. The relief part is that means Elaine and Azrael will not be a thing, because I really want Azrael to be with more. The next one I tabbed is on page 612. I marked this scene after Feyre started to glow like a light stick. This is just to emphasize that this girl has really been mastering all the High Lord's powers that she now possesses. This scene in particular, because she is going to sacrifice herself. She's gonna go and hang in Tamlin's. She's acting her heart out. Like, I totally bought the acting. 614. I marked this part as really sad because they had to break the bond being the bargain between the two. There was a possibility that the bond that snapped was their mating bond, but I didn't really think it was a mating bond, but it still gotta hurt because her tattoo is now gone. This felt like an end of an era, because after this whole scene, Rhysand and Feyre are going to be separated. Then I marked on page 615 this color, which is for Tamlin and Feyre. Not a romantic scene, but I really needed to note how he's carrying her, and this is what she was thinking. I was sobbing and sobbing, and his arms came around me. Every inch of them felt wrong. I nearly gagged on his scent. The complete 180 in her attitude towards Tamlin. I feel bad she has to put up with him. She has to deal with him. Or Feyre. The final chapter I read on my Kindle, so I need to add the tabs right now. Let me see. Chapter 68. This was Rhysand's POV. This is the first time we got his POV. Obviously, Rhysand caught up on Feyre's act with the whole, yes, I was under his bond, Tamlin. It was this part on page 620 when Amren says, she is your mate, Amren Badly. Not your spy, go get her. She is my mate and my spy, I said too quietly. And she is the High Lady of the Night Court. They did it. They really did it. It is official. She is the High Lady of the Night Court, and everyone respect the High Lady. It is official. Tamlin's gonna choke. High Lady. That doesn't exist. Not in Rhysand's land. And that was all that I tabbed. This is so much, but the colors and everything, it looks so much nicer than this. What was I thinking with the gray? Okay, so I finished A Court of Mist and Fury, and I rated this one 5 stars on my Goodreads. It deserves 5 stars. This is my favorite book of the 2 that I read. ACOTAR did such a good job building Feyre and Rhysand's relationship, from enemies to friends to lovers. There's a good balance of flirting, romance, comedy. There's also some sad scenes. I really love the action scenes in this one as well. I love how Feyre got chances to show her power, the way she went to find the Suriel to trap him, the lengths she would go to save her mate even before she knew he was her mate. And then the fighting scene in Velaris, the water power with the water wolves. Oh, that was such a fantastic scene to read. I loved how she's so creative with her magic. And then she became a light stick at the end. She grew wings in this book. I'm surprised with how much I love Feyre's character. Surprisingly, she's not annoying. Even when I was reading ACOTAR, Feyre's character is not one of those frustrating ones. She's very reasonable. I really love her character, especially in ACOTAR. It makes sense in the beginning how she treated Rhysand, because she thought she was in love with Tamlin, so it makes sense the way she was acting. I don't blame her for it. This is a man that just took you away from the man you thought you loved. Obviously not going to be a lot of good feelings there. Even during the scene that she finds out she was mates with Rhysand, her reaction was very reasonable. She needed time to process it. When she got some time to process it, it was done in 1 chapter or 2. It was very short chapters. It didn't feel like long, and it did not feel dragged out. Feyre was very mature to try to think from Rhysand's point of view, why he would keep it a secret from her, and then hear it from him, giving him a chance later to tell her why he decided to keep it a secret. So I absolutely love the maturity in Feyre's character, and thank the cauldron that she was not annoying, and I really like her as a female lead. This is a really good second book. I can't believe how much we got in this book. How much was spilled and revealed to us. The king, the mates, plural because of Lucian, Feyre with her powers, and I swear there was a lot more. I just can't think of it right now. All these new characters that were introduced. We got a lot of new characters introduced in this book, and a lot of new characters to despise and hate. I'm thinking of a few. Ianthe. I don't know why she's at the top of my list, but she's up there. I really do not like her. I think she might be worse than Tamlin. Yeah, I feel like she's a lot worse because at least Tamlin did not bring her sisters into it. So I really do think Ianthe is up there. We just got a lot in ACOMAF. I hate to cut you guys off, but the video is getting too long, so this is going to be the end of part 1 of my ACOTAR reading vlog. I will have ACOTAR reading vlog part 2 up soon. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed my second reading vlog to A Court of Thorns and Roses and my first reaction to A Court of Mist and Fury. I will see you all in my next video, which is going to be me finishing the ACOTAR series part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!